It's so tight down there that they really can't afford to let slip 3 points here against a Valencia side who've been up and down this season. And up and down, it was very much that way when these two teams met earlier in the campaign, as we just see images from inside the tunnel at Mestalla. Alaves took a 2-goal lead in that match. They scored their opener after just 2 minutes. Chima Navarro then won a penalty, which was scored by Lucas, and it looked as if they'd get the comfortable win. But Mano Vallejo came on in the second half and changed the game. He scored, and Guillamon got a late equaliser, so it was points shared. There's the Valencia side on your screens. It's Jaume Domènech in goal. Vas moves back to right back. Hugo Guillamon is preferred to Diakabi in the centre defence alongside Paulista. Gayat completes the back four. The midfield quartet, Yunus Musa, Carlos Soler fit to play the game, back in the team. Racic and Guedes, who's played so well up front recently, returns to a wide position. Maxi Gomez returns to the team after serving a 2-match ban alongside Kevin Gamero. There is the Alaves side. Pacheco in goal. Martin Aguirre Gabarria at right back. LaGuardia partners Lejeune in the centre of defence. He's 1 yellow away from suspension, LaGuardia. They won't want him to miss, well, he's going to probably miss a game before the end of the season, is he? But next week it's against Eibar, so it's a relegation 6-pointer. They'll prefer him not to pick up a yellow card this afternoon. Chima Navarro, who, as I said, had such a great match against Valencia early in the season, completes the back four. A midfield quartet of Edgar Mendes, Thomas Pina and Battaglia, who got the dramatic winner against Huesca 7 days ago, and Jota Pelotero completes the midfield four. He's been so good since the arrival of Vallejo. And up front, Lucas Perez and Joselu, the pairing that scored 22 goals last season. Very different this season. Lucas Perez with just 4, Joselu with 9. But well, Lucas Perez was out of the side under Abelardo, and there didn't seem to be a lot of unity in the dressing room. That seems to have changed under Javi Calleja, and the results have changed as well. Can they make it last? Can they extend the run into this game and pull further away from the bottom three? The Valencia players come out onto the pitch. I say they're out of trouble. Of course, they're not mathematically out of trouble, and they don't have a great head-to-head record with a lot of the teams that are down the bottom. Their head-to-head against Cadiz is a negative. Their head-to-head against Getafe is negative. Their head-to-head with Elche is a draw, and they still have to play, obviously, Alaves this afternoon. They still have to play Valladolid, and they still have to play Eibar and Huesca. They're 1-0 up on head-to-head against Valladolid. Their first game of the season against Eibar finished 0-0, and their game earlier in the season against Huesca was 1-1. So, although they have that points advantage, as we see the two coaches in an embrace there, they know each other well from their playing days. If they were to go on a run now of not picking up points, then the head-to-head goal differences, which do count, pretty much all go against them. So they need the points just to make sure. And Alaves definitely need the points. Pacheco, who's been brilliant again this season, one of the few players who's maintained his level in what's been a poor campaign for them, and so different to recent seasons when, of course, they reached a cup final and they've done very well in the league. The video assisted referee this afternoon is Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez, and the man out in the middle is Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez. There he is. Playing conditions perfect, as they nearly always are at Mestalla. And there's a man who could do with the goal. Maxi Gomez hasn't scored since the start of January. Such a talent. Remember, he scored 30 goals in 2 seasons at Celta Vigo. There's no questioning his ability. He's been one of the victims this season of what's been, as I've already said, a horrible campaign for Valencia. It seemed to be that pretty early on they decided that success this season would be just a case of staying up. It was going to be a fight not to get into Europe, but to stay in the division. And last week they were back to their, or in midweek, they were back to the bad old habits of not playing very well away from home. They were well beaten by Osasuna. But you sense at home they're still a different proposition. Let's find out if that's going to be the case this afternoon. So we're on the way. Valencia kicking from left to right as we look. Thomas Vaz playing the ball back to Paulista. It was slightly short. He had to just get rid of it, really. Cleared by Lejeune. And here's Carlos Soler. Ball out to Gaia, who'd gone on the overlap. Difference of opinion, really, on Javi Gracia's season. Some say he's part to blame. Others would argue that in the very difficult working conditions that he's found himself in, if he does end up making sure they stay up, then he will have done the job this season. Ball over the top for Maxi to chase. Here he is again. In fact, it's Gamero trying to hold the ball up. It goes all the way back. To Guillamon, who got that late equaliser early in the season when two teams played. Vaz plays the ball forward. Headed out by Lejeune. Vaz to Soler. Racic. Gaia. Out comes Pacheco. Claims that one comfortably. Long kick straight to Paulista. Out to Soler. He's got a little bit of space to... out to Guedes, I should say, with a little bit of space to operate in. Back to Soler. Wants it back from him. Gets it back from him and turns away from Battaglia and wins the foul. Special goal he scored last week. It looked as if they weren't going to take 3 points from that game against Huesca. It was late. Calleja had already taken off his two strikers, Lucas and Joselu. But from the edge of the area with an unstoppable shot, Battaglia gave them the victory. Here's Gamero. Gamero with a shot. 4 goals this season, Kevin Gamero. Well, this time last season, he was guiding Villarreal towards the Europa League places. Wasn't enough to keep him in the job. They'd already decided that they would make a change at the end of the campaign and bring in Unai Emery. But he certainly left that job with his head held high and his reputation very much intact. And it will increase further if he can keep Alaves up. Guedes finds Gamero, continues his run, Guedes, and urging Yunis to make the run forward. Plays ball back to Gamero. Here's Carlos Soler. Ball out to Gaia. Back to Racic, he's dispossessed. Chance for a break here. Edgar. Back to Pina. Late challenge there, and there's a card coming out for Gaia. Well, maybe a little unlucky, Gaia. Certainly wasn't intentional, and Edgar had already gone to ground, having slipped. But the referee didn't see it that way, and he gets a yellow card. Javi Gracia, the consensus seems to be that he's not going to be at Valencia next season. That will be sorted out in the summer. The free kick is taken by Pelletero and headed away by Racic. Back out to Jota Pelletero, although he's not going to keep that in play. where will that man be next season? Well, if he keeps Alaves up, he'll no doubt still be in Vitoria. Here's Guedes. Trying to pick out Yunus Musa. Vas can't get past Bactalia. Bactalia plays the ball back to Martin, and in turn he steers it back to his goalkeeper. Musa. Vas back to Paulista. Camiro's making the run. He's got Max in the penalty area. Seemed to miss his kick there. Navarro can bring it away for Alaves. Paulista. Yunus Musa. Just a heavy touch there allowed Martin to get there first. Pelletero plays that into the path of Lucas Perez. Cut out by Guillamon. Soler comes away with it. Guedes with pitch to run into. Finds Gamero. Vracic finds Vas. Slightly beyond Yunus Musa, cleared by Martin. Up as far as, well, Paulista stepped in. Soler to Guedes. Vracic. Guedes fouled on the edge of the area. He'll fancy this one. Edgar, the culprit. He's been in very good form of late, certainly relative to the rest of to many of his teammates. Guedes, he's still not been able to find the consistency of making the sort of player that Valencia hoped he was going to be when they signed him. But there are still moments and matches when it's evident the talent that he has. What can he produce from this free kick? Guedes takes the kick over the wall and over the top of Pacheco's crossbar. Edgar back to Pina, turns away from Vracic. Edgar continues his run, he's going to get there as well. He's got Lucas Perez in the middle, he leaves it for Pelletero and into the back of the net. The flag has been raised on the far side. What a shame for Alaves, and what a shame as well, because it was a brilliantly worked goal. Well, lightning counter-attack. Pina spinning away from Vracic. There's the moment that it all falls apart. Edgar's gone too soon. But special finish from Pelletero, who's of course on loan at Alaves, and his recent form will no doubt have aroused plenty of interest in him in terms of next season, what happens to him. Here he is again on the ball. He's been Alaves' best player probably on this run of 7 points from 9. And that would have been a special goal. Back to Gaia. No time for Vaz to dwell on the ball. Pelotero pressing him. Lucas does likewise with Paulista. Joselu likewise with Guillamon, and Edgar Mendes on the far side, not allowing the Valencia players to come comfortably out with the ball. Win it back. Italian. Musa caught very late there. Well, players continue for the meantime. Maxi is then fouled. Lejeune penalised. And Javi Calleja calling for calm. It was one of Alaves' biggest problems at the start of the season. They kept going down to 10 men in games, and often quite early on. There's the moment when Martin brought down Yunus, but the opinion of Cuadra Fernandez was that wasn't a foul. He has given Valencia a free kick though. Maxi Gomez hobbles away. Soler with a cross will run all the way through to Guedes. Guedes to the byline, pulls the ball back. Jota Pelotero combines with Pina to clear. Here's Lucas Perez. Vaz gets there ahead of him though, heads it out for a throw. To Martin. Back to Lejeune, closed down by Gamero. Guillamon seemed to have the confidence of Javi Gracia at the start of the season, but he's preferred today ahead of Diakabi alongside Gabriel Paulista. Here's Guedes once more. Into the path of Maxi. Maxi's shot is blocked. The ball had gone according to Maxi, and the referee agrees with him. It's a corner. It's an important block, that one from Lejeune. Another corner opportunity for Valencia. Guillamon and Paulista both up from the back. Racic is there as well. Big presence in the penalty area. Carlos Soler delivers the kick. Pelletero's clearance was up rather than away, and it falls for Gaia. It falls for Guillemot, and he sends it over the top. Well, he certainly gave La Guardia the slip there, Guillemot, but then couldn't wrap his foot around the ball as it dropped to him. Edgar. Pelletero. Cross is headed away by Paulista. Musa. Lejeune to Battaglia. Gameiro. Geddes, you've seen plenty of the ball in the opening stages of this game. Here's Maxi. Flag was up. Well, he's onside. As he looks it there, it certainly would have been a close one, but the flag had been raised. Pacheco's kick goes straight out of play. Valencia throw. Gameiro trying to turn away from Lejeune. To Pelletero. Out towards Edgar. Back to Navarro. Martin. Lucas Perez asking too much there of Pelletero. Battaglia. Pina wins the header, headed away by Vas. One back in the air by Battaglia, and now with Chimo Navarro. Well, at this point in the game between the two teams early in the season, Alaves were already 2-0 up. They have had the ball in the back of the net, but ruled out for offside. Dominic then with the kick. Maxi thought he got a push there from La Guardia. Trying to find somebody, and well, that short back pass almost ran perfectly for Yunus Musa. Gaia, another ball forward towards Maxi, headed away this time by Lejeune. Paulista. Carlos Soler. Vas being closed down by Pelletero. Forward to Yunus Musa. Steps away from Martin, this time gets the foul when he goes down. Whatever happens this season, Yunus Musa will never forget it, his first season. Calmly flicking that one back towards Carlos Soler. Here's Guillamon out towards Gaia. Rakic crossfield pass trying to pick out Yunus Musa. Didn't give him much of a chance. He won the header, but he's been penalised. .29 appearances for Yunus Musa. Still only 18 years of age. Who eventually is probably going to play in the centre of midfield, but in his first season played most of his games out on that right-hand side. Here he is once more. He's got Gamero to his right, checks back, nicely played into Guedes, whose first touch let him down. Alaves come away with it. Got the Pelotero. Vas is tracking Perez, puts the ball out of play for a throw. Rakic is down. Well, they were missing Carlos Soler in the centre of midfield in the week, Valencia, and such is Javi Gracia's apparent reluctance to play the three players that came in January, because the obvious thing to do would have been to have played Oliva. He ended up playing Guillermo Molina, 20-year-old defender from the B team, at fullback. And that allowed him to play Vas in midfield. It didn't work out too well. Guillermo Molina didn't have the greatest of games. Valencia were well beaten. He might have to turn to Oliva if Rakic can't continue. A half chance again for Maxi, turned away with the block by Lejeune. Well, he's hobbling off the pitch, Rakic, so we'll wait to see if he's going to be okay to continue. In the meantime, Alaves have a throw. Allowed to drop in the area in front of Lucas Perez, and presumably claiming a penalty. Referee waving away those appeals. Pelotero sliding that one through towards Perez. Perez, ball put out of play for a throw. Paulista clashing with Mendes. They've taken the throw quickly. Guedes is back working hard. Can't prevent the corner though. And you do get the feeling that Javi Calleja sees set pieces as one of the best ways for Alaves to get out of the problem that they're in at the moment in terms of their position in the table. They are, or they have been in previous seasons, good at making the most of these. Let's see what they can do from this one. Lucas Perez with it, in swinging, headed away by Musa. Out as far as Chimenevaro. Paulista heads it away. Soler can't prevent the ball reaching Pina. Celu back to Battaglia. Lucas Perez chance. Well, in the end it goes through to Jaume Domenech, but it wasn't that far away from Joselu. Rakic seems to be okay. Back to Yunus Musa. Here's Geddes everywhere at the moment. Left, right, through the middle. He's trying to feed Gamero there. Pacheco came out. Remembered not to use his hands because he was on the edge of his area. And he clears, but only as far as Paulista. Geddes once more. All over the top for Gaia to chase. Dealt with, though, by Chimo Navarro. Held up by Mendes, who's by Joselu, I should say, who's been brought down by Guillermo. Quadra Fernandez and Maxi in conversation. As we see again the foul on Joselu. This is the moment where Pacheco, well, he does handle it, but he handles it inside his area. La Guardia for Alaves, out to Chimo Navarro. Guardia slipped as he played that ball. It's been cut out by Paulista. Soler to Rakic. Rakic to Musa. Musa to Rakic. Vas. Nicely done by Rakic to Soler. Kevin Gamero's pass goes straight to Jota Pelotero. Played the ball forward to Lucas Perez, but Perez waited. Paulista didn't. Got there first and was fouled as well. And he looks to be in some discomfort, Gabriel Paulista. Well, he gets a forearm smash in the rib cage. Guillermo with the kick, out to Vas. Musa. Vas to Soler. Opening things up for Gaia. He's got a little bit of space and a chance to maybe run it to Chimo. No, he crosses. It's a deep one. Almost finding Maxi. Headed clear by Martin. Corner to Valencia. Soler's gone across to take it. Yunus Musa is the short option. Maxi, Paulista, Guillamon, Gamero and Racic in the middle. Pina trying to look after Maxi. In the end, it's LaGuardia who puts it out for another corner. Gedic this time goes across to take it. Take a shot to Soler, back to Gedic. Gedic cross can't get beyond Joselo. Striking LaGuardia on the arm there, but his arm close to his body. Soler with the corner there. Maxi goes down in the area, but the decision goes against him. In fact, it was Gabriel Paulista, who seems to have recovered from that blow to the ribs. Throwing LaGuardia to the ground. Judo style on the penalty spot. Here's Soler. Yunus Musa. Vass joining him down the right-hand side. Vass with the cross. Now, did that clip Martin as it went through? Evidently not. Pacheco. Lejeune to Martin. And under pressure from Musa, he runs the ball out of play. Throw to Valencia. Fast to take it. Racic, closed down by Pina, gets there first. Here's Gedic. Guillamon out to Gaia. Gedic, Gaia's gone down the touchline on the overlap. The ball is played back instead to Guillamon. Switch to Vass, a difficult one for him behind the right back. He gets there first though. Guillamon sends that one back to Jaume Dominic. Maxi slipped but recovered. LaGuardia makes the clearance. Daniel Vass back to Paulista. Racic gives the ball to Edgar, but his pass is behind Perez. Nice ball played into the feet of Gedic. They win it back. Selu back to Pina. Italia's got a problem. Well, this is about as good as it's got so far. That chance, or half chance for Maxi, apart from the goal at the other end, of course, from Jota Pelotero, which didn't count because it was offside. Battaglia is still receiving treatment. Perapons would be the obvious change if he can't continue. Perapons in line for a possible starting berth this afternoon. But in the end, Kayako opting to play two wingers, Jota and Edgar Mendes. He's also got Manuel Garcia on the bench. For the time being, Battaglia is going to continue. We've got 10 minutes left before the break. The ball goes back to Pacheco. One for Lucas Perez, maybe. He's pulled down. That's going to be a card for Guillamon. So both players down that left-hand side of Valencia's defence have now been booked, Guillamon and Gaia. Conclusive yellow card. And a chance for Alaves once again with the set piece. Once again, Lucas Perez to take it. Whipped in by Lucas Perez, hooked away by Soler, who's wanted the whistle blown there. Lejeune can't control that. It goes out for a Valencia throw. And Carlos Soler continues his conversation with the referee. Not quite sure why or what he'd seen. The referee telling him to calm down. Pass with the throw. Yunus Musa straight to Joselu. Here's La Guardia. With the throw. Jota to Joselu, loses out to Rajic. He in turn loses out to Pina. Tries to switch things for Chima Navarro. Up against Gaia. Cross hits Guedes, and Guedes continues his sprint forward. It's Soler on the ball right now. He's also got Gamero and Maxi up in support. He finds Guedes inside the area, and La Guardia does well. Snuffs out the danger. Well, they've not had too many opportunities to counter-attack Valencia, but that was one of them. Guardia and Lejeune combining to put the ball out for an Alaves throw. It's Chima Navarro will now take. Just over 5 minutes left of this first half. Joselu tries to prod that forward for Lucas Perez, guided back to Jaume Domenech. Paulista. Pass to Soler. Martin gets there ahead of Yunus Musa. Here's Pina. Lucas Perez with the throw. Back to Pina. Martin back to Battaglia, closed down by Gamero. He has to go all the way back to Pacheco. Long kick forward from Pacheco. Flag raised on the far side. Joselu is now the player down. Geddes with the ball over the top. Gaia with a chance to cross. Finds only Battaglia in the area. Pass was behind Maxi. Rakic and Edgar scrapping for that one. The Alaves player gets the better of that duel. Here's Pina. Martin. Back to Lejeune and in turn back to Pacheco. Lejeune, that's neither to Joselu nor to Martin. It'll be a Valencia throw, taken quickly. Nicely done by Joselu. Referee didn't let him get away with it though. Looked as if he'd nicked that one off of Thomas Pina. Off of Soler, I should say. But the arm around the waist had to be a free kick. Soler forward to Vas. Musa. Martin puts the ball out of play. Paulista to Guillemot, closed down by Lucas Perez. Ball over the top for Gaia. Gaia's got Geddes running ahead of him, plays the ball in back instead to Rakic. Rakic with the early cross behind Musa. And Javi Gracia turns away from the pitch, grimacing. Musa wins the header. There and Lejeune combine again to make the clearance, but only as far as Paulista. Here's Soler out to Gaia. Ball over the top from Geddes to Gaia. He's taken that nicely on the turn. And it's a corner to Valencia, which Carlos Soler will take. Possibly the last chance of this half for either side. Geddes again trots across towards Soler. I think Soler is going to take the kick though. Taken short to Geddes. Geddes with the cross. Comes out to Vas. Back into the 6-yard box. Headed behind his goal by Chima Navarro. Another corner. Just seconds left of normal time in the first half. The corner in swinging. Musa tried to flick it on. Jota Pelotero can play it forward. Another free kick, this time for the foul on Geddes. And the referee, Cuadra Fernandez, quite happy to illustrate just why he thought that was a foul. And another opportunity for Valencia to put the ball into the area. They've now had 3 in the space of, what, less than a minute. They've yet to do it successfully, though. Let's see if this can be any better. It's Gaia and Soler over the ball. 3 minutes have been added on to the first 45. We've almost played the first of those 3. Soler with the free kick, headed away. Out as far as Daniel Vass, who decides to go back to Jaume Domènech. Jaume Domènech cut out by Lucas Perez, but it ran straight to Soler. Here's Gaia. Still Gaia, he stepped past Battaglia, played that through to Yunus Musa. He's got Max in the middle if he can get the cross in. And Lejeune and LaGuardia again. Lucas Perez forward to Joselu. Edgar. Well, LaGuardia and Lejeune are policing that Alaves defence at the moment, not letting anybody through. Nice piece of skill from Gaia, drifting away from Chima Navarro. Marcelo to Pina. Marcelo has stayed down. We've got 10 seconds left of injury time to the first half. Back on his feet. Pelotero with the free kick. Comes Jaume Domènech and catches comfortably. When he throws this out, yes, there is the half-time whistle from Guillermo Cuadra Fernandez. Well, the best move of the game brought what Alaves thought was the opening goal. Pelotero scoring from Edgar's cross, but Edgar had been in an offside position, so the goal didn't count. We haven't seen too much at the other end from Valencia. Guedes was lively early on and set up one chance for Maxi, but it was blocked by Lejeune. Lejeune and LaGuardia have been very solid in the centre of Alaves defence. So frustration for Valencia, and Alaves, they'll probably be happy with the way things have gone in this first 45 minutes. Half-time here in Mestalla, it's Valencia 0, Alaves 0. We'll be back for the second 45 minutes. Estepina. Joselu trying to pick out Edgar. Pressure on Gaia to get that right, and he did. He sent it back to his goalkeeper. Soler back to Bas. Well, what an opportunity that was for Valencia at the start of the second half. Brilliant from Geddes. Interesting pass from Rakic. Vas has to go back and retrieve it, which he does. Here's Soler. Forward to Yunus Musa. Towards Gamero, cut out by Lejeune. Paulista back to his goalkeeper. Soler. Long ball over the top for Geddes to chase. Chima Navarro does well. Back to La Guardia. Chima Navarro. Guillermo with the header away. Here's Lucas Perez. Battaglia. Pelleter with a cross, and Edgar was coming in on that. Needed to be dealt with. Guillemon got his head to it. Gaillac clear. Only as far as Geddes. Here's Vas. Misunderstanding between Vas and Yunus Musa. And the sign of Javi Gracia calling substitute back to the technical area. Looks as if he's going to make a change. It's early, just 10 minutes played of the second half. And they have had their chance. Valencia at the start of this half. Geddes' cross just behind the Valencia strikers. Joselu. Well, I think Rakic has got every right to be frustrated there. Let's have another look at it, but well, maybe there's an outstretched hand into Joselu. Still being lectured by Cuadra Fernandez. Cheryshev looks like he's going to be the first change. Here's Yunus Musa, who may well be the player who makes way into Rakic. Rakic back to Paulista. Long crossfield ball from him, picks out Gaia. Gaia into Geddes. Trying to get on the end of that. There's a chance here for Geddes. Geddes has slipped it to Gamero, and Gamero has scored, and Valencia take the lead. Second chance they've had in this second half. The first one eluded them. The second one has been gladly accepted by Kevin Gamero. His 5th goal of the season, and Valencia have the advantage in the Reina Mestalla. Well, as we wait to see the goal again, here it is. Geddes, this time getting the better of Lejeune. And Pacheco committed himself. It's LaGuardia he gets the better of. It bounces nicely for him, but he makes the most of it. Pacheco completely committed. Gamero is alongside him. And a simple task of just slotting the ball in to an empty net. And it's no more than Valencia deserve, certainly in terms of the way they've played since the break, since the restart. It does seem that the goal is being checked. Video assisted referee for this game, Jose Maria Sanchez Martinez. Well, we could maybe have another look at it to see what exactly the problem is with the goal. It looked possibly as if the call is for offside. Maxi there is in an offside position. Gamero, who gets the goal, isn't. Goal scored by Gamero and set up by Geddes. Neither of those players are the wrong side of the last defender, but Maxi is there. Cheryshev is waiting to come on. Now, is he going to come on with the team one up, or is he going to come on with the team still trying to find the opening goal? Well, the referee is coming across to look at it, which is a strange one, because usually offsides are not decided by the on-the-pitch referee, but I suppose the decision has to be made as to how much Maxi's interfering here. Or is it for the foul? It's for a possible foul. Maxi on Lejeune. How much Maxi's interfering here. Had just about enough. Maxi goes for the ball. Well, it seems harsh on Valencia, but Pedro Fernandez and Sanchez Martinez have both studied the replays several times, and they've made the decision, so it stays Valencia nil, Alaves nil. Musa is the man who makes way for Gamero. Rakic wins the header. Here's Geddes. Lucas Perez, cut out by Vas. Under pressure from De Pelotero, goes down under the challenge from Pelotero. Completely clear if the decision has gone against Maxi for offside or because of a foul on LaGuardia, but either way the goal is ruled out. Gamero trying to get down this suddenly fragile right-hand side of Alaves' defence. It's been penetrated 3 times now in the second half. Pons is going to replace Lucas Perez. Now, does that mean that Alaves are going to try and hold what they have here? It's a striker for a midfield player, that can't be argued with. Jota Pelotero possibly now will play closer to Joselu. Well, Max in an offside position, and then the referee checking on the pitch side monitor and interpreting that he was most definitely interfering with play. That seems to be the reason why the goal was ruled out. Here's Pina, forward to Jota Pelotero. Back to Thomas Pina. Joselu. Cross is cut out by Cheryshev. Here's Pons. Hangs that cross up for Joselu, but Dominic came out and claimed. Here's Soler. Well, for the moment, it's very much a 4-5-1 for Alaves. Jota Pelotero stayed out on the left, Edgar on the right. And now the Trivotti in midfield, Battaglia, Thomas Pina and Pons for Alaves. Geddish now operating down the right-hand side with Cheryshev on the left. Joselu goes down. Well, still nicely poised there. 25 minutes left here. Alaves had the ball in the net in the first half, ruled out for offside. And the same has happened to Valencia in this second half. Lejeune with the ball forward. Cut out by Bracic, only as far as Jota. Chima Navarro back to Jota Pelotero. Under pressure from substitute Cheryshev, out towards Martin. Martin with the cross, flicked on, Joselu, pushed away by Dominic. Well, he's only had one opportunity and a half chance of that, but he very nearly scored from it, Joselu. Jaume Dominic making the save. The game coming alive a little bit in the second half. The ball back to Martin. Jota Pelotero, out to Pina. Pina with the cross, Joselu with the header. And coming in just behind him was Edgar Mendes. And, well, Javi Calleja took off Lucas Perez and Joselu last week, and that was when the goal came, so against Huesca. So, by no means that there's no threat anymore, because one of the strikers has gone off. That would have been a special goal for Joselu, in the end, it was close to Dominic, but he reacted well. Well, all said and done, he's still got 9 goals. He's still got 8 goals this season, Joselu, which, playing in a team that struggled all season, he can get to the 11 that he scored last season, might once again be enough to keep them up. Here's Soler out towards Vas. Gamero making the run. Cleared by Martin, comes out to Racic. Sliced that one, but it runs back to Guillamon. Nicely into Cheryshev. Gaya's continued his run. Gaya back to Cheryshev. Good tackle from Perepons, and again from Martin. Can they turn defence into attack quickly? Bagletero with the ball forward. Guillamon. Gaya, he's got Guillamon behind him, plays the ball to Guillamon. Here's Paulista. Soler puts the ball out of play. Trying to demand a little bit more, inspire a little bit more intensity. Javi Gracia, the intensity in the last few minutes, the last few moments of the game has come from Alaves. Soler scrapping for that one. Soler back to Gaya. Gaya gives and goes again. The return was slightly behind him. Ball hadn't gone, says the referee. Soler into Maxi, leaves that one for Geddish. He runs back to Soler. Well, here's the moment when Alaves stopped, really. The ball hadn't gone out of play. There's possibly a hand as well there from Gaya. Soler with the shot deflected and away for a corner, which he will now take. And that's the view he's got. Paulista, Guillamon. Racic is always corner taken short to Gaya. Comes all the way out to Vas, and his shot is charged down by Pina. Well, Gudetti is going to come on. Luis Rioja is also going to come on. Edgar Mendes makes way. Cota Pelletero is the player who's been replaced by Luis Rioja. So, well, Alaves return to a front two of sorts. Gudetti for the moment playing a little bit behind Joselu, who's stayed on the pitch. LaGuardia with the header. Play continues because Racic has been down by his own player. Cross comes in from Rioja, half cleared, and Gudetti blazes over. There's that chance again from Joselu. Well saved by Jaume Dominic. Flicked on by Maxi. Cherishev's pass gives Geddes some running to do, but he does it and he gets on the end of it. Back to Soler. Vas. Gaia back to Racic. Gabriel Paulista. Racic with the ball out to Gaia. Cross comes in from him, Pacheco comes out, claims. Luis Rioja brings the ball forward for Alaves. Out to Martin. There's Rioja. Navarro, teasing cross, turned away for a corner by Guillamon. Now, here comes the man who changed the game earlier in the season between these two teams. Valencia were 2-0 down when he made his entrance. He scored almost immediately, and he then played a key part in... Navarro. Meantime, Alaves' third corner of the match. Cut out by Soler. Perapons plays it back to Navarro. Well, presumably Manavieja replaces either Maxi or Gamero. We're about to find out which of those two. And it is Kevin Gamero, the man who thought that he put his team ahead. Soler. Back to Vas. Rioja. Cross is headed away by Cheryshev. Martin for Alaves. Luis Rioja. Cross from him goes beyond everybody. Chimo Navarro tries to get around Cheryshev. Isn't able to do so. Cheryshev wins the foul. Well, it won't be the worst result, 0-0 here for Javi Callejo. It'll mean he's still unbeaten after 4 games, 2 draws and 2 wins. Obviously 3 points better than 1, but fell badly there, Thomas Pina. Here comes that moment early in the first half when Guedes brilliantly rounded Navarro, and then the cross just went beyond Maxi, and Gamero, who was running in behind him. Maxi leaves it for Gamero, and how Gamero doesn't get on the end of that. Soler. Guidetti. One for Perepons to chase. Perepons trying to get past Guillamon, and Guillamon sends that back to his goalkeeper, who clears. Soler. Pass back to Jaume Dominic. Here's Guillamon. Up towards Maxi. Pina wins it back for Alaves. Here's Luis Rioja. Running at Soler and at Vas. He gets the cross in. Rolled out to Chimo. Chimo back onto his left foot. Charged down by Gaia as far as Pina. Cleared by La Guardia. Guedes, no. Referee's whistle blows. Well, more cards for Valencia technical staff. Javi Gracia's already gone into the book. Javi Callejo went into the book, not Javi Gracia. Apologies to Javi Gracia. Here's Chima Navarro with his throw. Guillamon with the ball up towards Maxi. Guedes. Once again, the whistle blows. Battaglia is the player down. Well, it just looked like two players jumping for the same ball there, but here's that chance again. Perepons, not his forte, Perepons. And just the touch there just sends the ball beyond him, and Guillamon quicker, Gaia quicker, getting in ahead of him to guide it back to the goalkeeper. Card for the substitute, Mano Vallejo. Well, he kept the studs down. He did slide in, and there was contact in the end on Martin from Mano Vallejo. So a free kick for Alaves. Some pain for Martin Aguirre Gaviria. And a chance to do something with this set piece for Luis Rioja. Guidetti on his toes, on the edge of the penalty area. In it comes, and the whistle goes again, and the flag had been raised. Soler, forward to Vas. Cut out by Rioja, and again. Still Rioja, pulled back by Carlos Soler. That will be a booking. Is there a goal left? Is there a goal in this game with spaces opening up? Players tired, midweek round of fixtures. This is, for many of the players out on the pitch now, a third game in the space of a week. Alaves got the late winner last week against Huesca. Can they produce something similar? It's going to be Rioja to take it. 7 minutes of normal time left, plus time to be added on by Cuadra Fernandez. Luis Rioja up to the ball. Headed down, it's not been cleared and turned over the line. And Alaves have done it again. Pretty much the same time of the game as they scored last week. It's the substitute, Gudetti. Javi Calleja perhaps holding back the celebrations just to make sure there's nothing wrong with this. The shake of the head from Jaume Domenech. Gudetti with the goal, his first of the season. And what an important goal for Alaves. Well, once again, the substitution. He came on last week and the game changed almost immediately after he came on. He didn't have too much to do with the goal. This time he's got everything to do with the goal. There's no offside there. Racic is playing everybody onside. Poked over the line from inside the 6-yard box. Paulista looking across at the linesman. The flag stayed down. It's LaGuardia's towering header. Pina gets a touch into the path of Gudetti. And with the outstretched left boot, sends the ball over the line, and there's the celebration. So, Alaves leading away to Valencia. Close to making it 10 points from a possible 12 since Javi Calleja took over. Ball out towards Vas. Gedish into the path of Cheryshev, cut out by Lejeune. Well, Rodrigo Batalia's goal last week against Huesca, last weekend at home for Alaves in Mendizorroza, came on minute 85. 2 minutes early it arrived this afternoon. 83 minutes, Gudetti. Here's Perapons. Double change now being planned. It looks like Manu Garcia and Davison are coming on. Perapons continues his run. He's got Gudetti in support. He goes alone and is brought down by Guillamon. Mendes is about to be booked, and if he is the recipient of that yellow card, he misses the next game. But judging from that image, he is the recipient of that card. Perapons there, body checked by Guillamon, and here's the resulting free kick, which Luis Rioja will take. Davison and Manu Garcia come on. Joselu, one of the players to make way. The other is Pina. Joselu hobbles off. Celebratory hug, really, with Davison. They are very nearly over the line here. Well, what a week. A win against Huesca, a win against his former club Villarreal, And so close now to a win against Valencia for Javi Calleja. Luis Rioja with the free kick. Valencia have form, though, for coming back late in games. They did it against Alaves earlier in the season. They've only got 2 minutes of normal time here, though. Well, there's confirmation that Rakic was playing La Guardia onside. Ball up towards Maxi. This will, of course, increase the pressure on Javi Gracia. Gedish with the cross, Maxi with the header, turned away, but in the rebound, Gaia has scored and Valencia are level. The captain gets the goal. Pressure's off Javi Gracia again. Well, just a minute left of normal time and Gaia scores the equaliser. Gedish with the cross, Maxi with the header, and Gaia, the easiest of tap-ins from Pacheco's save. Well, the game has come alive in the second half. Pacheco unable to do anything more than just palm that straight into the path of Gaia. So they've done it for the second time this season, Valencia. They've come back into a game against Alaves. Cheryshev flicks that one on. Battaglia, Deverson, Gudetti with the header. Manu Garcia back to Lejeune and all the way back to Pacheco. Maxi chasing this one down. It's the first cross he's had to... he's been able to get on the end of all afternoon. And he forced Pacheco to make a save, and Pacheco's unconvincing save, setting up the opportunity for Gaia. Vas can't get past Martin and he brings him down. Free kick. 5 minutes to be added on. Well, 2 wins and 2 draws is still not bad from 4 games. He would have taken that if they'd offered it to him on his first day in the job. Still got 5 minutes here. We could have a late winner. Here's Gedish. Gets that back from Manu Vallejo. He's fouled, is he? No, says the referee. Ball back to Pacheco. Gedish is furious about the decision not to award him a free kick. Cheryshev wins the header. Brioca back to Davison. His pass is heavy and beyond everyone. Valencia throw. First goal of the season for Gaia. Once more, the ball goes beyond him though. Battaglia with the clearance. Guillamon, that will run all the way through to Pacheco. 3 minutes left. Davison trying to feed Gudetti, hooked away by Guillamon, only as far as Martin. Manu Garcia, back to Martin. Out towards Luis Rioja. away by La Guardia, only as far as Soler. Chimo got there first, but couldn't stop the ball going out for a throw. It's taken quickly to Soler. Back to Paulista. Paulista out to Maxi, guides that one down for Gaia. Gaia with the cross, but they can let that run out of play. Maxi frustrated, Javi Gracia frustrated. And Gaia frustrated. Soler with the ball forward. Lejeune back to Pacheco. Pacheco kicks long towards Gudetti. Here's Battaglia. One back by Cheryshev. Free kick to Valencia. Soler to take it. Paulista waving everybody forward. I'm not sure if he's waving his goalkeeper forward as well. No sign of Jamie Dominic heeding that clarion call, if that was what it was. Soler ready to take the kick. 30 seconds left. Davison gets his head to it. Paulista wins the second header. And the goal kick to Alaves. Gracia just trying to help his players get through these last 60 seconds. And, well, there's the final whistle from Cuadro Fernandez. Both teams left it late to get on the score sheet. 84 minutes when Gudetti put Alaves in front. And it looked as if they were going to take all 3 points. But just 5 minutes later, Maxi's header was saved by Pacheco. And Jose Luis Gaia, who's the king of the match, was on hand to turn it over the line. A shake of the head from Guedes. Still not good enough for Valencia. I'm sure that's what many of those out there will be thinking. And their home form as well has been good this season. But Alaves are difficult rivals at the moment. They've been turned completely around by Javi Calleja. It's now 2 draws and 2 wins in 4 games, and they're still out of the bottom 4. They'll probably be more or less happy with this. It's finished here in Mestalla. Valencia 1, Alaves 1. While the Valencia band strike up, Javi Gracia on the pitch congratulating his players. The 2 goalkeepers in conversation. Both beaten twice, but on both occasions the first goal never counted. Offside decisions. Here's the opening goal from Gudetti. And that was a celebration from Javi Calleja. It did look as if he was waiting just to make sure the goal was going to be given. But the immediate reaction we saw there, and here comes the equaliser. Maxi's header saved and Gaia turning the ball in. We're going to speak to Gudetti. Well, I'm happy about the goal, of course, but it doesn't feel the same when it doesn't give you the win. Difficult game. I think a point is good. But when you score the first goal and it's the 83rd minute, then you want all 3 points. But everything is better with the new coach. We play a little bit differently. We play the ball more. We have the ball more, and I prefer that. The team's playing a lot better. We haven't lost a game since he took over, and we're going to keep fighting. No, I didn't see the equaliser. But we've run and run in this game. We're now a very tight group, and we're very positive. And we just have to be happy with the point and then look forward and trying to keep improving. Well, I'm now accustomed to coming on for 10 minutes in games. I got a little bit more time in this match and almost immediately got the goal, so obviously I'm happy. But this coach trusts a lot more in me, and he thinks about football in the same way. That's why I'm happy that he's here. If you look at the last 4 games that we've played, we've had a lot more of the ball. Our style of play has changed, and I'm a lot more comfortable in that style of play. I've always wanted to play in teams and been more comfortable in teams that have the ball. It's good for me. Well, this has to keep going, obviously. We have to keep working hard in training. But when you look at this week, with 2 wins and a draw, it's been a really good week. And now we have to keep going and keep fighting for more points. The words of John Guidetti there, full of praise for Javi Calleja. And we're now going to speak to Jose Luis Gaya, who got the equaliser. Well, at the start of the game, we wouldn't have accepted just taking a point from the game. We needed to win. It would have been a definitive step towards safety. And we had another opportunity to move away from the bottom. We worked hard, but the rival against us, it doesn't seem that they need to have that many chances to score against us. We managed to save a point at the end, but it's clear that this is not what we want. Well, it's clear that we're missing a lot of things. We're lacking a lot of things. We can't win 2 games on the trot. We find it difficult to go ahead in games. The reality is that we're a long way from where we want to be. And we're very conscious of that. We know the type of games that are left. They're going to be hard games. Everyone's fighting for something. Alaves showed that today. They looked dead in the relegation battle, and they compete well, and they're in a different position now. We have to compete. If we don't do that, it's very difficult. If the teams with great quality have trouble when they don't compete, then imagine for us, it's even worse. At least we haven't lost today. A defeat today would have been critical. We're still in a bad situation. That's still the reality. But we have to keep going. We can't let our heads drop at this key moment of the season. Well, we don't want to look down. At least we're winning games at home, and it's a good job, because if not, we'd be in trouble. We have to improve away from home, that's clear. But nor at home nor away from home, it's going to be easy between now and the end of the season. We haven't been able to win 2 games on the trot all season. Now it's the time to stick together more than ever. It's not going to be easy, but we have to be positive. There's no alternative. When the season ends, we can talk about other things, but right now we've got to be together. We've got to be with the supporters. It's sad to say it, but we need the supporters. We need everyone's support. We need people to be behind us. We're trying to give everything. We try to not be in this situation, but things are not working out for us. Let's hope that they're with us right until the end of the season, because we really need them. Well, if you've got points for sincerity in post-match interviews, then Valencia will probably be in the Champions League places. Once again, Gaia, they're laying everything out, not hiding anything, and being very, very honest about Valencia's season, about their situation. They have picked up a point here, though. A reminder of how it's finished in Mestalla. Valencia 1, Alaves 1.
To overcome any difficulty, you must work hand in hand as a team to overcome challenges with talent and determination. Because together, we are stronger, and together, we'll go out onto the field to win. BKT and La Liga, a winning team.